We all know the saying, defense wins championships. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to hope that is true as we're bringing in the worst college offense of all time. At 0 overall, every offensive player lowered down to the lowest allowed in College Football Revamped, down to 40 overall. The catch, though, is our defense is the best all time. You have every defensive player on our roster at 99 overall. The goal is to win a national championship. But of course, this video will not be without stakes. Every single loss we sustain during the season will be 10 minutes added on to our Peloton ride. Every single turnover that we have on the offensive side of the football will be 5 push-ups, and every touchdown our defense allows throughout the season will be 10 squats. But if we're able to somehow win a national championship with the worst offense ever and the best defense to ever touch a football field, we will not have to do a single rep at all. Ladies and gentlemen, this may be the toughest challenge we've ever had to do. Look at Hendon Hooker. He's 40 overall. Everything is dropped to 0. The poor dude, I mean, the throw accuracy and everything, even his backups, it's awful. This is going to be one of the hardest challenges. We may not even move the football. Everything we do may be a turnover. We may just fumble on the snap, for goodness sake. But thankfully, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Our defense is absolutely stacked. Insane. Everything. 99 overall. We may be able to create so much offense with this defense, it may not matter. It actually may be a benefit for us to go 3 and out just so we can get this defense back on the field and have an opportunity at pick sixes and scoops and scores. But let's find out how we do. Let's get into the first matchup. And there you see it, ladies and gentlemen. We have an 11 overall offense. That's the worst we could possibly have, closest to 0. And we have a 99 overall defense taking on the FCS East Mountain Cats. Let the good times roll. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's about to get real. We're going to test out the offense. First ever snap. It's a read option, and we get -2 yards. Okay, so the running game's not looking great. Let's see if Hendon Hooker can sling the ball around. He's going to have an open target, but there's no time to throw. So we have a 3rd and 12 on our opening drive. Again, there's no time to throw at all, and we throw a pick. That's just about right. And that's going to be, of course, oh my gosh, it's going to double. Oh my Lord. So here we go. We have our elite defense. Everybody's 99 across everything, and we're bringing some heat here. We're going to see if we can get after the quarterback. He may not even have time to do a thing. Everybody's so quick. Look at how fast this defense is. 2nd and 9 here for FCS, and they're going to go up the middle, and they're going to pick up a few yards. So our defense has to create their own offense here. We have a 3rd down and 6, and we get a pick from Charles, and Charles is going to try to take this into the end zone. It's a pick 6, and if our defense can do this, there may be a shot we get bowl eligible and potentially SEC East champs, maybe a national championship if our defense plays this well. Somehow Hendon Hooker in this offense is down at the 2. So with 3rd and goal, as we've driven down the field here, there's an opportunity for something. Hendon Hooker, he's so slow. Maybe we're just best getting in field goal position and tacking on some 3s. So I think our best form of offense is actually going to be our defense and then the short field for field goals. That may be the play. And I can't make this up. Hendon Hooker and company are driving down the field and actually get in the end zone for a touchdown. So surprisingly, we get a massive blowout win, and Hendon Hooker threw for 250 somehow. We didn't allow a single defensive touchdown. Let's take a look at some of the key stats. And just so y'all can see how good this offense actually did in the sim, 4 touchdowns for Hendon Hooker. We had 1 rushing with Jalen Wright, and then the defense was absolutely insane, coming after the quarterback, getting 5 sacks, 1 interception only, and we had 1 forced fumble. So the defense solid, but the offense actually shined. So we have a 3rd and goal here for our opening drive. The defense does their job, and now this offense trying to do it as well. We got to settle for a field goal because, well, we're terrible. And immediately we get an interception on defense from Mitchell, and now the offense has a short field. They get a touchdown, a 2-yard rush from Wright, and it's now a 2-score lead. So we're here in the 4th quarter. We're on top 27-6. We've only allowed that 1 defensive touchdown, and fortunately we haven't had problems with turnovers today, but we got a big 3rd down here, and we come right for the quarterback. Austin Reed dropped for 12-yard sack, a big play from Barron, and we'll get that ball back here late in the 4th. Unfortunately, in this game, we had 1 defensive touchdown only allowed and no turnovers from this offense. Another win. So far, so good. And don't look now, but Hendon Hooker is number 26 in passing in college football. One of the worst quarterback ratings out there, but number 26 in the country in passing. Corso says that we will not have enough, but look at all the stats. They're all in favor of the Volunteers. And after a fumble recovery, Oregon sustains a terrible loss here as Hooker connects to Hyatt. 14 yards and a touchdown. We're on top of Oregon on the road by 2 scores. So we're jumping ahead to the 4th quarter. We're on top 24-0 here, but it's a 1st and goal for Bo Nix and the Ducks, and they get in the end zone. Spencer Webb, their first touchdown we have allowed of this game. So our team did a good job. We get a huge win, 31-8, but we did have 1 turnover. That's 5 extra squats. We also gave up 1 defensive touchdown with those 10 push-ups. So it's a win. Things are going well. The national championship is still a dream in sight. And look at the stats so far here for our quarterback, Hendon Hooker. He's had a really good season overall, passing for 655 with only 1 interception and 8 touchdowns. And looking at his skills here, again, we dropped everything down to the lowest it could possibly go in game, but somehow the awareness is going up. 1, he's playing well enough. Hey, there's a shot that maybe he can do enough that lead us to an SEC championship and into the college football playoff. So here we are in the 1st quarter in the swamp against Florida, and it's a 2nd and goal at the 1. We can't even get enough of a push there. They burst through the line. We go nowhere. We got a 3rd and goal here trying to get on the scoreboard early, and we got a slant. We overthrow our target. It's going to have to be a field goal. And again, another touchdown. We went down, scored a touchdown. They were leading 10-7, but Richardson to Pershaw out there, 14 yards. That's the 2nd touchdown we've allowed today. Things are not looking good. Please get in the end zone, Malik Hooker. 1st and goal. Get in the end zone. Thank you. Right. Makes it a 1-score game. We're down 3. So falls in the hands of our defense. We need the stop, and they convert. They're going to run out the clock here, aren't they? Yep, that's it. It's over. Wow. Florida did enough with their offense to beat the best defense to ever see the field for college football. And we lose our 1st game on the year. That may be the play that made the difference. What a stupid decision on my end. And the thing that makes this sting the most is that loss, because we lost, every loss is 10 minutes on the Peloton. Add it on to whatever we have to do. Again, if we win the national championship, it doesn't matter. Everything's wiped away. But right now with that 1 loss, we have an uphill battle we have to take on now, though. The USA Jaguars are number 20 in the nation. Let's get one back. We get a touchdown early to Caton, the 11-yard touchdown from Hooker. We're now up 7-0. The defense is doing a good enough job as well, keeping us in this game in a tight matchup. But it doesn't amount to much. We hang on with a 45-7 victory. We had 1 turnover on the game, unfortunately, and also 1 defensive touchdown allowed. Add those to the workouts, but it's a win. We're in the right direction. All right, and at this point in the season, looking at the SEC East, we're getting ready to take on Georgia, which may be the toughest matchup we've had yet. Florida beat us. They are unbeaten in the conference as well, so we need some help. We need Florida to get beat twice, and we really need to try to win out to make it to the SEC championship here with just 1 loss under our belt. And this will be by far the best team we've played. They're 95 overall defense. They're 92 overall as a team. And they're pretty dang good. We're 2nd in a lot of categories on defense. Our passing defense has been a bit of a letdown, to be honest. Our offense, huge surprise. Y'all, we are crushing this team. A 49-yard run from Small, 14-0. The Bulldogs don't know what's hit them. And Hendon Hooker again finds Small, 10 yards. Our offense is absolutely insane. I can't believe this. And we're going to walk away. They're going to last play here, but it's going to be a massive win as McIntosh decked 37-17. We defeat number 11 Georgia. A huge home win for us as we are now going to move on to 5-1. And there is again another huge play. Hyatt has been money. We take the lead 21-14. And just to continue to show you guys, they're all still down at the lowest overall they could possibly have at 40 overall. This offense, again, is just somehow overcoming their terribleness and playing like absolute menaces. I guess this is actually just how good Tennessee's offense is. Hendon Hooker, it doesn't matter. He's just going to be elite. We don't just win this thing. We absolutely decimate. We destroyed South Carolina, 49-14. Now, unfortunately, we did have 2 turnovers on the day, so add that to the number there. And we, I believe, did allow 1 touchdown from their offense. Let me make sure. So yes, Rattler had 1 touchdown through the air. Add that to it, but another win. That national championship is looking more and more likely. It's now time to take on number 1 in the country, Bama. And yeah, you're not seeing a typo there. They're insane. They're 99 everything. Look at our 11 overall offense. And as good as we've been, look at their numbers there. Look at their stats. We're first in defense. They're top 5 in defense. We're top 5 in offense, but they're top 3. This is going to be an absolute slugfest. And he does it again, this time to Prentice. 14-0. But Hendon Hooker does his job. He gets it to be a 1-score game. Are you serious? Hyatt from 42 ties this thing up from midfield. And I want to see how elite this defense is. I'm not going to user this thing. Let's watch this 3rd and 4 against this Bama offense. Can we get a big stop? Yes, we do. We bat it away. It's Banks coming in. 4th quarter, this is when you got to put up or shut up. And let's see. I mean, when I played with this offense, we're terrible. But we've been great. Let's see what they do when we go to coach mode here. That's about right. Holy crap, where's that? And then the next play, they hit Tillman, and he takes the lead. I can't make this up. And then Bryce Young goes down to Holden, ties it back up. This is a shootout. This is insane. We hit a field goal with 1:23. We just need the defense to get 1 huge stop, and this is it. It's a 3rd and 8. I need the defense to come away with a huge play here. And then on 4th down as well. Can we slow down the Bama offense here? Bring in the pressure, and he finds his target. So this is it. This is the game in the balance. It's a 4th and 7. If we get the stop, it's done. If they get the 1st down, they get field goal opportunity. It's picked off. It's picked off. It's a takeaway. The first turnover by either team. And we're going to hang on for a win. A huge, insane 34-31 victory on the road against Bama. And that biggest play of the game came down to the interception by our defender. Let's please keep the dream alive for the national championship. So after the Bama game, we took on Missouri, and we're trying to get through these quickly to get, hopefully, the conference championship. We outlasted Mizzou in a 40-25 slugfest where we gave up 3 passing touchdowns total and had 0 turnovers. That following game, though, unfortunately, we dropped our 2nd game of the season to Auburn. A pick 6 sealed the deal as Auburn walks away with a 24-17 victory. They had 1 rushing and 1 passing touchdown and 1 takeaway, which sealed the deal. So with that 2nd loss, that's 10 more additional minutes on the Peloton, more push-ups, more squats. We have got to hope we make it to the conference championship, and somehow we can sneak in to the top 4 by the end of the year and make it to the college football playoff. And we sneak away with a 14-13 final at home against Vandy of all teams. They are able to get 1 passing touchdown on us. We didn't turn over the ball, but we get another win now, move on to our final game of the regular season. And in our final regular season game before conference championships, we get a 37-7 killing against Kentucky on the road. They end up only getting 8 first downs. They had 1 touchdown total and one takeaway of us. So unfortunately, we'll add that to the total, but we finish with a 37-7 victory. And let's get ahead. Let's go look at that SEC championship picture. So it's all come down to this for our season. If we win and defeat Bama for the 2nd time this year, we will be in the top 4 and make it to the college football playoff. If we lose, well, then it'll be a good time to add up all of the push-ups and squats and time for our Peloton and our punishment workout. But let's try to take down Bama here and see if we can do it for a 2nd time. And as good as we have been all year, look at Bama's numbers. They're actually better than us in almost every category. And their 1 loss was against us, though. And Hendon Hooker gets to Tillman, 14 yards out. It's a touchdown. We take the lead. And unfortunately, Hendon Hooker, are you serious? He fumbles. No, there's a fumble on the punt, it looks like. And they take it to the house. We are now tied. And I guess we'll say that's on special teams, but we'll add it. It's a turnover. And Bryce Young gives Bama the lead here just before the half. to Prentice, 7 yards out, 17-10. We're trailing. And ladies and gents, things are not looking good for our chances. We are trailing by 10. We get an end zone touchdown. We have one timeout. We have to get the onside kick. So this is it. This is the game and the balance. This is our opportunity at a college football playoff. We have to get the onside kick, and we don't get it. They can run out the clock. And Bama gets their revenge. 20-17. We allowed one touchdown, and we turned it over once. And we get our third loss on the year. And no longer are we college football playoff eligible. We still have a bowl game left. The punishment is looking fierce. And Hendon Hooker, ladies and gentlemen, this should just wipe out all the turnover problems. He wins the Heisman. The worst quarterback in the game, statistically speaking, 40 overall. And we win the Heisman. That's got to count for something. But we'll stick to our guns and we'll keep the punishment. We're in a huge moment. We're down 22-17 here in the fourth quarter. 3rd and 5. Oh my gosh, this is it. And we get a touchdown on 4th and 5. Hyatt. And we take a 3-point lead now because of the 2-point conversion by some miracle. And oh my, our fourth loss. Our fourth loss. Like that. Like that. Are you serious? They get 3 touchdowns against us. We turned over the ball twice and it's another loss. Well, ladies and gents, season concluded. Let's add up the punishment for the workout that we'll do in a separate punishment video.